Hello, this is the first video for the frequency severity observing techniques. I want to give a shout out to TIA again for compiling all these questions together and and creating such a good exam preparation tool for exam 5. But with that being said, let's jump into it. So for today, we're looking at 2002 exam 6 question 24. Goes as following: you're given, give us the claim count recorded, claim count, incremental claim severity, and a 5% annual inflation rate. So it asks us, using the frequency severity disposal rate technique, calculate the ultimate loss for accident year 2000, show all work. All right, so this one's a little more in depth than some of the other observing techniques, although we will look at CAD and BF, which aren't the most involved to begin with. However, to start the problem, we first need to get the disposal rates as they're asking for the frequency severity disposal technique. However, before we need disposal rates, we need the closed claim counts. So let's start with that. Closed claims. So closed claim counts, and I'm just going to take this guy here, save some time. 37. So closed claim counts, first year's is going to be the reported minus the open. Whatever isn't reported has to be closed, right? And then the second year, we're going to do the exact same thing where we take the difference between the reported and the closed, except now we're going to take and add the last year's open or last year's close. But then we also need to take into account last year's open close, because those aren't included in this number right here. That should be able to just drag these down. The rest of our answers. All right. Cool. So these are the closed claims. So next up, we can find the disposal rates. So disposal rates going to be a little faster, because all we need to do with these is take the closed claim count and divide it by the corresponding ultimate for that row. Like so, and drag it down. There you go. We'll get rid of the zeros. So once we have the disposal rates, and keep in mind, we're only calculating the ultimate loss for accident year 2000, so we really only need the projected closed claims for 36 and 48 period, the 36 and 48 period. So I should probably say the reason why we find disposal rates is so that we can find the projected closed claims, so that we can multiply those by the adjusted average severity based on the triangle that we have. That way we get claims times the severity, which is the ultimate losses. That's ultimately what we want to do. So in order to get those projected claims, and again, we really will focus on 36 for A period because we already have the 2012 and 24 claims. Just type it in. So this is just going to be the ultimates minus the latest. Gotta use this one. The latest cumulative claim count, and then we're going to multiply it by the. Actually, before we do this, we need to find the average of disposal rates. Average of how fast claims are disposed of. That way, we can project forward based on the average. So we have the ultimate of 115 minus the disposal rates, and then we multiply this by difference between parentheses, difference between periods, and then we want to divide this all by current disposal rate. Here we want, and then really just drag it over. God, man, just things could lock in formulas when to, but given that's just one faster, I just manually adjust it. Open team should add to. And a good way to think about this is we have the difference between the ultimate and its name. So it gets us everything left that we have, but then we default up. So we get the percentage of undisposed. So this first term divided by this part alone essentially tells us, okay, so we have this many claims left to dispose. And then get the difference between these two, and they tell us the amount that should be disposed based on the ultimate. That's a good intuitive way of thinking about the formula. So once we have that, the last thing we need is the projected average closed claim severity. So projected, actually, I'll just say adjust, because really we're only adjusting. Here, and we'll last two, so we already have the severity for 12 and 24. This is going to be for 98 and 9. So here we're going to take this and multiply it by 1.05 second. Do the same down here. So let's change first. And then here we have times 1.05 to the second. So we're trending it forward 2 years because we want the AY 2000. So once we have all this, we can finally finish this up. Obviously, ultimate loss for AY 2000 is closed claims times average severity. Each of these and because they're the same, I'm not going to take the average of them. But typically you would want to take the average of that, but just the closed claims severity for AY 2000. There we go. Oh, and that's right. I need to subtract off closed claims here. Otherwise, we will get, we want the incremental closed claims. Right, what didn't I? Let's check off. So I just subtracted the 24 from 59 to get the incremental for that 24 period. All right, and that concludes the 2002 Exam 6 question 20.